So I think we are streaming. This is the part 3 of the chess game developer development series with C++ and SDL. So I realized that I have to scope the project because you can make the chess game as simple as possible, or you can make it a little bit more complex with taking more time. So the main idea here is trying to scope the project, which I didn't did it. So I didn't at the beginning because I think I was okay. I think I was mute. But what I was saying is that I want to scope the game. I want to scope the game because you can make the AI game chess as simple as possible, or you can make it as complex as possible. So the first things that I need to do is scope it in order to release the first version, or at least having the project done. I have a couple of things done already, um, but I believe I was also thinking about this README NDN structure, which I believe is very important for all my projects. So I don't use project management or everything like that. So I realized that simplicity is very important in your profession. So I start simplifying as much as possible all and any workflow that I've been using for the latest 10 years. And one of them is how I handle projects. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about this because I believe it's important. In an enterprise, you will have other type of system like actually the boss, for example, to or GitHub projects to coordinate your project's task in a better way. But the main responsibility for an enterprise company is for you to understand that they need to control everything. The more they control, the more um, they can guide the directions of the company. That's what they believe, right? Uh, but when you are just developing for yourself or working in your as a solo developer, I believe it's just better to don't use those. I started using Azure DevOps to handle my project, and I was thinking, and I thought that was the best, but I was ended spending a lot of time doing things that I don't actually need to track over there because hey, I'm on. I mean, if you had a team, maybe it's better to use Azure DevOps, but maybe not. Maybe this strategy here that I'm going to show you right now is just it's just fine. And what I'm saying you is that you have a README file per project. So each project that you have, each project, you put the README file, and that README file you put the backlog task that you want to do and what is done. I also add the test, the time that I got done the task, and also the date. Okay, this is just you can improve this idea as you want, but for me this works, and I just want to give you this idea. Maybe it works for you, maybe you can, maybe you already use it though. So but one thing that I was missing here is the scope, and the reason for this is because there are type of project that you just want to use for learning. So I don't usually I don't do tutorials. I just when I want to learn new technology, I just try to do something that I'm interested with, and I'm trying to find a way to get it done. Okay, and for that you have to scope it because you can get done something if you don't have a scope on how you want this project to finish. Okay, so what I want here is I want a completely chess AI game, chess game that handles two formats, two play in formats. Um, player player versus player and player versus AI. Okay, a chess game that handles two playing formats, playing modes, game should highlight board. Game UI should follow game UI should be similar to chess.com board and game interactions. Okay, so this is just a simplified way to say, okay, I want this game and I want it like this one. Okay, I'm sorry, I want it like similar to this one, to this board that I have here. I also want a board, a panel on the side where I can highlight the historical movement. Let's just add this as a bullet point. Game board should contain a left panel, left or right panel to game board should contain a left right panel to show prior moves or historical move. Maybe 20 moves, 10 moves, I don't know. And the other thing is game UI should start allowing the gamer to select board type. I have this idea. I'm not sure if I will include this one because this is not like, this is more simple, but gamer should start allowing the gamer select the board type, game mode, and mainly these two: board type, game mode, and pieces color. Maybe those three things. So yeah, I want to scope this, and let's see if we can finish this project with at least this. Okay, so we have a lot of things to do. Actually, we just have the board right now, and I'm working. Let me show you what we have done. So we have the board, we have the right panel here. I'm working on different stuff right now, but I'm working mainly on moving the the pieces, change the cursor, and also highlight the the blocks or the boxes where the pieces can move, similar to this one. For example, if I want to do this, you see I have these two blocks where I can move. I also want to add this to the board. I was doing this the last time I worked on this last year. Okay, so for now I think that I have the scope. I also want to put here some improvement, general improvement and optimization. So, and I want to copy here okay, which I'm going to fix later, but we have, I want to mention this because this is very important if you want to learn to develop a chess game. Okay, so these are possibles improvement that I want to add along the way if I have the time. So piece movement and validation. So let's see if we can just, so we have piece movement and validations. Okay, we have the isValidMove function is the most important one. This will hold I don't know how to, okay, isValidMove is the function that will validate if any position, if any pieces can move to any position. Okay, so here we will hold the most important of the logic of the game. Okay, so we have to add complete movement logic for each chess pieces, pawn, knight, rook, etc. Use direction vector for sliding pieces, rook, bishop, queens. Add logic for special cases like castling, pawn promotion, and peasant pre-compute valid move for knight and kings. Okay, this is just for optimize the validation, for optimizing this specific function. So when you want to pre-compute the move for these two type of pieces, is because you can store possible move for these pieces on every square since they move are constant, and you can just use maybe an index table or a lookup table, or maybe just a dictionary to always have those possible moves, so you don't have to recalculate each time any pieces move. Okay, so I'm working on this drag and drop interaction piece right now. This is the thing that we are working now. Implement drag and drop functionality for moving pieces. Use SDL move. Okay, adding logic to snap the drag pieces back to its original position if the moves if invalid. Okay, we also have, okay, it should be two. Highlight possible moves. And the reason I'm holding this here is because it will serve as maybe documentation. If you want to review the project later on, you see the most important changes you did, and you have it here in the REMI file. I also like to do this. Okay, so you have log panel improvement. We are working on that one too. Performance optimization, memoization, cache result for sliding pieces, pathfinding. We have to use maybe algorithm like DFS or something like that. Lazy calculation for highlights. Add state manager. Okay, board rendering optimization. Special game rules. We're not going to implement all of these, but as you can see, this is just a general to-do list, so we can accomplish the scope we have here, which is I believe it's enough to get to consider that the game was done. Okay, having said that, I think we are going to start working on, okay, this is not finished yet, so we are going to create a left right board to log movement and position with the same in the same game board. This is just 109 25, and we're also going to work today on drag and drop. Okay, let's see if we can get this one done today. I only have 2 hours for now, so we might need to work later more time, but for now I only have 2 hours, or maybe less, just 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so let's save this and let's status. Okay, git add. Let's just add it. Let's commit. Git commit. To readme file. Okay, git push. Okay, let's see, git status. So we have the main. Okay, so let's see where we were last week. Oh man, last year. It's been a while since I programmed this project. And this is another important thing that I want to improve this year. So I will not switch to another thing until I get one project done. And this should be mandatory for a mandatory guideline in your life as a software engineer. You want to move that. I mean, sometimes you have many things to be working with. Right now, I have things to work that are not related with my brand, with YouTube or anything like that. But in any area, for example, I say area when I realize that I'm working for YouTube right now, for example. When I work for YouTube, I will only work in a project at a time. And until I get that project done, I will not stop and I will not do anything else. I'm going to backlog all the other things that I want to do. And I have a lot of good ideas on videos to share. But until I get this done, I will not switch. And this is a rule that I applied for last year mistakes that I made. And I hope you also do the same. Because it's the only way you can really get something done. Don't work in many things at a time. Don't lose your focus. Don't spread your energy. Okay, at some point there's someone doing the same thing as you and adding a lot of focus and a lot of intention in a day-to-day basis. So how you win those type of guys? Okay, let me see someone on you. Okay, I'm just going to get the guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, where we were. So we summarize what we have. We scope the project. We summarize what we have done. We also highlight how we want the game to be presented with, so the UI, and we are going to, and we also comment on the README file the thing that we have to do and how to do it mostly, so we can document those things there. Okay, so now we are going to just jump to the code and let's see where we were last time we programmed this. So okay, I was testing the drag and drop, if I remember correctly, and for that I created different to drag. Okay, now what I want to do is to drag. You see here this behavior, how you click and you change the icon, the cursor icon, sorry, until you, okay, so let's do that. I believe that I have let's see, get mouse stay, get set cursor. Okay. We also have okay, we pull the events. If it's quit, we stop the loop and we go out. If mouse button okay, if clicks inside the box, so we might need to just drag in through the system cursor hand. Okay. And here with this SDL cursor arrow, and if it's, let's see, SDL set cursor, what is the hand, what is the hand cursor hold? What is the system cursor that, let me see, grabbing, should be grabbing. So you see that we don't have SDL it seems that we have to control the positioning of the mouse after if render using the warp mouse in Windows. Let's see. Let's just use hand for now. Okay. So we don't have the edge validation yet, but at least it's working. So we have the hand. Man, but I really want this. This look very good. Okay, let's keep it that way. So for now, let's see how. Um, mm, okay. So main. Okay, we hold here the mouse on Y-X position. If piece if select is selected, which is selected is false. Drag in pieces. Drag in equal true. We log the event. Oh, the other idea that I want to do is login. I want to show the log. Yeah, that was the other thing I was doing. I was logging this on the left panel before I was validating the. Okay, I remember now. And it wasn't working, if I believe. Okay, it wasn't working. Yeah. Let's. Okay, this is the function to log the events, and this is the function to draw the log side panel events, which is not working right now. I mouse X. Should be star X. Okay, I remember what other changes I want to do. I want to add the border notation of the so I'm showing the logs, but this log should be showing here and it's not showing either. Oh, I also, the last time, which was something that I didn't stream it, I also had to validate correctly, because sometimes when I was going out here and after I went out to the board and go in again, for some reasons the board indices were highlighted wrong. Okay, so it should be 00, 09, 02, 20, sorry, 30, and it should be 0, 1. Okay, so now we got that one fixed. I'm not sure if I put it here. Clear left right. This was the same day I did this, and it took me around half an hour. Okay, so okay, we have that one done, and now what we have to do. Okay, so now we need to get the pieces when we pieces selected at 2 6. Oh, let's put the notation, because if without the notation it would be harder to track. Okay, I want to show the notation. I want to paint the notation in the chest notation in the border. Okay. Draw side panel, highlight move. I'm not going to do this right now. Let's just minimize this. Well, let's see if this works. So the reason I'm thinking here is because I have a orientation variable, and I might need to change this depending of the orientation of the board. Okay. So I'm thinking what type of change I have to add here in order to make that. How the okay, he's in the same board. So what I'm doing here is trying to replace how to load the fonts into okay. So we have to move here font. Okay, let's see what happened here. So maybe this is the reason why it's not showing. I'm passing the point, the reference of the font, which I'm not sure if after we clear the render surface, destroy also. There's something happening with the font here, which I don't know what it is, to be honest. So I'm going to find oh, start programming, start learning to code. If you could put AI back in the box right now, would you do it? What do you mean by that? Just say chess. You be more explicit. The yeah, the universe. Just start coding, man. Just start coding. Do the first step. Forget about what you think is going to take, and just put a path on your calendar. Set a path. So you said, for example, but get rid of what you said. Chess. I'm not sure. I just want to understand what you are asking. Get rid of what? I don't have any experience with. Yeah, I don't have any experience with C SDL. So it's been the last time I worked in the SDL was 10 years. So that's what I'm using. I'm trying to remember how to load the phone here. Another game that I made. That is also in the channel though. Well, let's try. So if you want to jump into AI with no coding experience, I will start with Python, definitely. It's the easiest language to learn. Okay, so you start doing stuff with Python. Okay, this is how I go if you want to learn something from scratch. Let's stop for a minute here. When you're going to learn something from scratch, this is the strategy that I use. Okay. So you spend 1 week, no more, 1 week trying to figure out what AI is. Okay. Spend 1 week trying to figure out what AI is. I will give you some clues. You start using Python. You start using Python. You start using all the libraries AI related with Python. Okay, but don't do anything. Just 1 week. Start taking notes. Hey, this is the framework that I use. These are the libraries. These are the main concepts. So you highlight everything in one word on one notepad, whatever you want, as easy as possible. Okay. You find the main resources and the main channels on YouTube to learn from. Okay, this is just 1 week of work and just a couple of hours every day. Okay, if you want to do it if you have the whole day to do it, best. You get 8 hours. Do the research. Python libraries that I use for AI books on Python, and more important AI concepts. You should start learning. I mean, you can also go. Let's stop here because you are asking an authentic question. AI. Oh, actually, you can go easily. I will give you. I will do this. You can go to ChatGPT and say, okay, this is my AI. Create an AI path, learning path for a couple of months or for a couple of days. Okay, and you will definitely have a roadmap. Once you do this, okay, let's say that you have a roadmap. Start and make a simple roadmap. Learning Python, learn the libraries from Python that I use for AI and data handling. All these data modeling libraries, PyTorch. So you start there, and after that you just continue. Start any project, but do things as project. Don't. So, in my opinion, you should split your time when you're going to learn something in computer science related in two ways. You should spend half of the time coding, half of the time learning theory. Okay, and I will say 80-20%. 80 coding, 20 theory. Okay, because as you continue learning, so you will have a portfolio of stuff you have already done, and you will have the theory. So, in my opinion, the easiest way to do this is you will find the theory depending of the problems you are solving and you are finding by yourself. And the only way to find problems is just doing stuff. Do tutorials, do projects, and as you find something that you understand, go searching on LinkedIn, sorry, on Google, use AI to understand it better. Ask questions to ChatGPT, whatever you want. Take some notes, and in a weekly basis, you do a review of everything you learn. And I would say that if you set a path for 1 year doing that, you will be like very skilled on what you want to accomplish. But just start. When you ask if math is this, if Python is that, is complex, you are just putting blocks on your mind already. Okay, this is not the right way to learn anything actually. And I'm giving you the best ideas I found useful in my 15 years of career. So the challenge is not the math, to be honest with you. The challenge is not math is complex or AI concepts are difficult to get. The challenge is how you set a plan to get this done. And if you have the ability to get in a daily basis to the hostel, that's the challenge of everything. It's not complexity, it's about you going there every day, no matter how you feel, and do what you said you're going to do. You set a map for 1 year, And the hustle is not on setting the math. You set the math for whatever you want to learn, math, computer science, AI, cosmology, whatever you want to learn. And believe me, this is what I'm telling you is true. So the challenge is not setting the math and the heart of the knowledge on the complexity of the concept you want to learn. It's just how you overcome that. And if you are a man or a woman, if you are a human, that's what you should do is find problems and get those solutions and understand them. Whatever the time you want to take for to doing that. But that's my 2 cents. Yeah, that's true. That's the only thing that matters in everything. That's why you see other people succeeding in other areas and other people don't succeed. It's just about the discipline to do what you say you want to do. Okay, chess. I didn't got your question, man. Joke chess. If you could put AI back in the box right now, would you do it or not? I mean, like, if you could get rid of it all and just start coding, what language do I start with? Yeah. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You will not get cool thumbnail hills, but I will give you the best and most sincere and honest advice every time you ask, for sure. That's my only goal with this channel. So, and let me know if I can help you with something. Just go to ChatGPT, set a path for a couple of months, or for at least for January. Start with Python, learning Python, okay, and do that. And if you want to ask, go back to me again and tell me. We can set a discussion, maybe 30 minutes discussion to see how it goes. I can help you on that one. Just let me know and I will guide you for free, no charges cost. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to do. Create better software engineers. Well, oh man, I got distracted here. So what was doing? Oh, reviewing the fonts. Okay, this is the function that I was looking for. Render text. Okay. Render text. Screen width, screen width, screen height, screen height. Okay. I want to see render text. Yeah, in theory this should be okay. It should be right. So we create a surface with the text in blue in this case. I'm just didn't change the variable. Okay. Blue, blue. Blue. this is not showing. So what I'm missing here is render copy. Okay, let's see if this is working. So we have test 2. Okay, we have an issue here. So we have render draw close, render clear. Let's just do this. Let's see. Okay. We have fonts, fresh fonts. So maybe okay. So it did pass the initialization. Okay. But no, I don't know what is happening. Okay, let's see if we can debug this. Why not? I already fixed this. just for the main. I have the debugger for the main only. Okay, let's try to figure it out here. Let's do something here. So now we can do this. Okay. We're already fine. This is what I did this because I realized that the other main file wasn't showing the same font for, maybe it was for the segmentation file reason. Which is basically accessing to a pointer that is already null. But I have a rough font here. Let's do something really quick. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So let me check something. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this was the reason. For a specific reason, we don't have. If we create the man, I'm relearning programming right now. That's a good question, Louis. I'm relearning programming, as you can see, and I have 15 years. So you can memorize all programming languages if you work in different languages. But if you work in one only languages over your career, it's because mainly maybe you're working with C++, mainly. So you specialize in low-level programming, and you will be only working for most of your time with C++. In that case, you will be very good at C++. And and I believe if you want to learn programming and get good at it, you should start with C++. I really believe this. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, hello. Hey man, how are you? see how many distractions. Why? Yeah, I want to understand this. So why when I have the font initialized inside init function and ttf font variable initialized as no, we are getting this segmentation fault error. If I is maybe because TTS font doesn't maybe it's because the function is let's see if I can understand this, because if I do this, it's working, but if I initialize the font inside the init function, so the segmentation fault error occurs because font variable is not properly initialized before it is used. When you declare tt font as a global or local variable and initialize it to null pointer, you need to ensure that it properly assigned to a valid font object before it is used in any rendered options. Okay. Okay. Oh, this was the reason. I'm missing the... Okay, I missed this. I missed this, guys. So this is the reason, of course. So now we can do this. This was the reason. So I was not initialized the font. Of course. Yo. Okay. So now it should work too. Okay. $24. Yes, that's why. I was initializing the font inside the scope of this function. That was the reason I couldn't. I was accessing to this one, to this variable, which was always null. I never passed this to get the reference already copied here and redirected to the variable. So that should fix everything. Main. Okay. You see, now we have chess game here, and I suppose that this is any libraries. Yeah, but I have fun here too, so it's not working. I'm not sure why there. But let's review this one. So we have main CPP, we have the chess, and we have now the chess notation, and we have okay, nice. We have now the function for it. Oh, do this. So we have in the text, we are going to specify here the color. Okay, so I'm gonna finish here because I have to do something important. But mainly we paint. This is how we're going to finish this. I'm going to translate these changes to the other main CPP file, which basically what I want to do is just have this board like this printed out in the other board. But basically what we have is the board notation for the chess game. So every time that I'm going to do a click of some of these blocks, I want to show here the history of what I'm clicking, what I'm moving, and anything else. So this is part of just part of the game. But another thing that I want to do in the next stream is I think that it's better to first create the board or configuration, and I want to do it in a nicely way. I have some cool ideas to do it. So you can program your board and your pieces, and you can configure if it's one versus one player. You can hold all those variables as um, as a global and as a global variable. So you can after that you hold that information. You will basically have everything you need to apply all the logics to when the pieces are moving. Okay, so see you in the next stream, guys, and hopefully you learned something here. See you in the next, guys. Bye bye bye.